Oh, let's see if this works or not. This is the most stressful way I've ever set up a stream. My goodness. I hope you guys can hear me. Maybe you can't, maybe it's a mess with the sound, I don't know. It's been a while since I streamed, and YouTube made a lot of changes with streaming. It's no longer the default window that I use, they changed it to a different screen and all kinds of stuff, and I had no idea what was going on. Apparently I thought I was live, but I wasn't. But I think I figured it out now. Maybe. You never know with this, right? Anyway, I have hopefully set this up, and let me give Timmy a break as well. Boop. And this one, yes. So let's get this going. So it's been a while since I actually, well, that's not true. I uploaded an animation on YouTube, but I haven't recorded any videos in a while, like art videos. Art videos, like the ones of the sketchbook and such, they are for me the easiest videos to make on YouTube because they don't require a whole lot of editing. They do have editing, but the editing is done quite easily compared to other videos, and of course with animation it takes a long while to make. Surprise! And yeah, since I'm not really recording videos at the moment, it's just you know, I'm doing YouTube on the side just for fun, and if it's just not on my mind or just doesn't really fit in my schedule or I just don't feel like it, then yeah, it kind of takes a back seat. But as that aside, of course, YouTube. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not tense and worried about things at all. YouTube, of course, was going through a lot of changes as well. So it did get me to think of, you know, what am I supposed to do with my channel? My channel is very tiny compared to other channels. Of course, for me, this is quite big, but in reality, it's not that big. It's not like a huge channel. So the changes, I kind of wonder if it affects my channel. Because it's so small, it might not be as relevant as certain other channels, like, for example, toy channels. What's going on with the screen? I hope the screen is okay. But then again, I have no idea what I'm doing, so yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, YouTube is going to changes with the COPPA thing and me not really recording videos. Yeah. Since my channel, I kind of want to see, like my channel is kind of everything and nothing. Let's be real about it. It's a lot of nothing. But yeah, I would like to do more animation, but animation takes such a long time, so I cannot really update the channel very often because of that. But I do know that people follow this channel for animation, which of course is how it started, and that's something I really like. But with the changes of COPPA, of course, they like kind of put everything under one umbrella, whether it's toys, whether it's animation. They kind of claim it's aimed for kids, even though my channel is not aimed at kids. It's never been aimed at kids. It also doesn't particularly attract kids. There are none to maybe a couple of kid viewers in my channel, but because it's small, you know, it's not really. It might not be as affected like other bigger channels that are very family friendly focus. Of course, my channel is not very adult either, but it's also not very kiddie either. It's kind of in between, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wonder what's gonna happen when the rule is being applied next year and whether YouTube would be the place for me to go, right? It's just been over time, YouTube made it a lot more difficult for animation to survive in a sense, because you know you have to compete with vlogs, videos that are much longer. They kind of need a quota of the video needs to be this long. in order to be monetized or whatever. Not that monetization is really a thing for me, because I'm so small, I don't really reach the viewers to have an effect on that, but still I like to make use, for example, of live streaming. If my channel gets marked as a child channel, then I lose the ability to live stream on YouTube, or I lose the ability to make certain thumbnails or whatever. You know, a kind of the features that I really like are going to be removed because of those rules. Hi Missy, how are you? I'm gonna type some of it. I hope my audio is okay. I can fix it if it's not loud enough, or if you want more background music with this beautiful piano. But yeah, the changes that are made affect certain features that I like in YouTube. Even though my channel is small, I do make use of certain features, such as the live streaming part. So it got me thinking, should I move to Twitch or a different live streaming website? I like to keep it open, because you never know, if I lose those features, then I can't live stream anymore, and that would be a pity. I like that, especially since I'm not always in the mood to record videos. I think a live stream, it's on my mind more often than I like to admit. I think it's a great way to replace that. I can still interact with you guys. There's still a new video. It might not be as fancy as the edited videos, because, you know, I'm drawing, I'm animating. It's just the realistic process of it, the slow burn. But I think it gets something in return. So I'm thinking of streaming more. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. It really depends on, you know, what YouTube is gonna do and whether I have time for it. But I am thinking of doing more streams instead of videos. Instead of having like this radio silence. I am doing things in the background, but it's just it's animation, so it takes a while. And of course, if you guys like it, I know streaming is not for everybody, and I know YouTube, I know people stream on it, but it's not a prominent feature, and I know that Twitch, of course, is a streaming exclusive website, but it's not really the target audience, I would say. It's gaming, and I would like to do gaming, but the thing is, I kind of prefer playing on my consoles, and I don't have the right equipment to stream those things. I don't have the equipment to stream consoles, and I don't think it's, you know, I don't know. People obviously don't watch me to fail in my art and not to fail in my gaming. Though I do like playing games, and it would be a nice thing, but yeah. Things to think about. And I would like to do more animation, but again, I don't know, YouTube, I kind of have to just see and go with the flow. I know I saw a lot of news that people are a bit panicky about the new rules, but kind of just want to sit this one out and see how it goes and decide from there what would be the nice or the proper reaction to it that would, you know, fit my content. Oh, maybe I should tell you guys what I'm working on. I'm working on an animation. Last year I made a comic for my Patreons, and this year I was thinking of doing a comic, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should. It was a very impulsive decision to make a Christmas Go Robins animation. Did I make one? I did one. I did one with the poem and Helena. That was quite a special video, wasn't it? I did that one, and for now I kind of want to make an animation for the Patreons, but I don't know. Can I finish it in time? I know I shouldn't make it too long. Right now it's only 12 seconds. But yeah, I would like to make an animation to show my appreciation for my Patreons and to thank them for staying with me throughout the year. Because without them, it wouldn't be possible to continue making fun things such as Go Robins art. And I'm very thankful for their support, and they're always so sweet. So I want to give something in return. And I know we don't have the, we haven't reached the goal to create new episodes, so I just want it to be an impulsive gift. Like, keep it short, keep it sweet. That's what I'm trying to do, and see how that goes. Yes. But right now I can show you the shot I'm working on. Let me zoom out for a moment. So here we have, spoiler alert, I don't know what yeah. So I want to have 4 panels of all the robins and doing some kind of activity, decorating the house, and I want them to pop up, not at the same time, but I do want them to play at the same time. So I'm trying to make like 4 little scenes, and they kind of pop up after one another, and then they're on screen together, and I want them to loop so that you can see everything at the same time, and make it the animation a bit more efficient that way, instead of like having 4 scenes play out and everything is different. If it loops, I think it's easier for the viewer to see what they're doing, and the activity is short. They're just short segments, and that's what I am trying to animate here. So I'm working on the Timmy here. Let me increase this layer. So Timmy is decorating the tree, but you're not gonna see his face halfway. So that's why I'm looking at this. So this one is kind of covered. So the back, you're not gonna see his face most of the time while he does it. There we go. So that's the panel I'm working on. Let me move it again. Yeah. Of course, then I'm gonna color it. Oh, I do know that there are creative streams on Twitch, but I know my audience is more on YouTube. That's like a thing. But if people are on Twitch, I kind of, in the future, I might consider doing another poll, like which streaming website do you guys prefer to watch on? And I can always change websites if that's what the people prefer. That's not a problem at all. Because I did stream a while on Twitch, but then I moved to YouTube. It's a bit difficult to stream on multiple websites. I kind of prefer to stick to one, or else, you know, it's also part laziness. I have to change the settings. It's not a big deal, but hey, I kind of want to go live and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna turn on OBS and now I'm live. Let's go. And if I have to change the settings, I have to figure things out. Like, I wanted to start earlier today, but I had to figure out the settings because it's been a while and YouTube made some changes and I was incredibly confused. Like, what's going on? Why can't I make this work? Oh, let me move my screen again. There we go. Yes. At the same time, even though I'm talking about not filming videos, I think it would be good to film a video, because there are some things I would love to talk about and share with you guys and show you. I don't have a cam. I don't have an option to live stream do a video live stream, as in now, right now I'm recording my screen. I can do that, that's no problem. But I cannot show you anything else on stream because I don't have a camera or anything. So that's a bit of pity, I guess, that's something that I would have to do a video on. Like if I want to show you guys something, and I do want to show you guys something because it's really cool. I am planning on, I talked about this before on a different stream. I'm planning on launching pins next year. I need some time to prepare it. So I designed pins, and my first thought is I want them to be for Patreon giveaways. I want my Patreons to get the pins, and whichever amount is left will go into my web store, my store Envy. And I think they're very cute. I made backing cards. I think for the first time, I think it's very cute. And I made a really nice connection. So I'm very excited to share it with you guys. I would love to show it to you. But for that, I would have to make a video. And we'll see how it goes. I also still remember I have some leftover plushies that I promised one of my Patreons to put in the web store. Oh no, study Hydra! Good to see you. Good luck with your studies. Exams are important. I always dream about. It's been a long time since I had exams, but I still have dreams about them. That have to go exams, and then I'm like, I didn't study for this because it's an old subject. They're not like I had exams in my university, but I also had exams, of course, in high school, and it's the high school exams that I dream about. It's not my university exams for some reason. And then I arrived in my high school, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't study. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Maybe it's just the sad part, isn't it? I don't know, maybe because that was, I think in high school, exams were a lot, like people pressured you about it. That's very important, you gotta study, you gotta, you know, your future depends on it. Of course in university it does as well, but it's different, you know, you're no longer a rookie in the exams. You know how it works, and you're a bit, well, in my case, I was a bit more easy going on it compared to high school, in which I really studied a lot and very hard. Whilst, you know, some other kids did not. They already were in the university mentality. That's just back in the day. Oh, I guess I'm gonna switch it. So for the Timmy scene, I want him to loop, but decorating the tree, if I had him to loop every time to hang an ornament on the tree, the one spot on that tree would get pretty full with all kinds of tiny ornaments. So I'm thinking of, you know, he has this one, he decorated the tree this part, and then the scene is going to switch to a different side of the tree, and then he's going to decorate that part. So they're going to be, yeah, I'm gonna see if it works. It's gonna be a little bit snappy because I'm gonna just switch it. I'm not gonna do anything fancy with like fade in, fade out or anything. I just wanted to see if it works, if it can be snappy, because it's just a very short scene. See how it goes. With this kind of animation, I don't really bother to storyboard it or really think it out because it's such an impulsive idea. I just want to go with the flow, and that way it's also more exciting or more interesting for me, I guess, when I work on it. There are advantages and there are disadvantages, I think. When you have a storyboard, you know what to do, everything is planned out. You know, you're very focused, you know exactly what is gonna happen. And if you kind of just improvise it, see how it goes, then there's some trial and error. But at the same time, with storyboarding, you also can see things that might not work. It might work on paper, but it might not work in the animation. I have to write and think at the same time, and it's very difficult. Oh boy. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, I did not think about that. That's always the thing with Timmy. Timmy's color. Line color, because his feathers are darker brown in the animation than, for example, Damien. His lines also need to be a bit darker so you can see the details of his feathers. But with this one, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Or else I would have to change the line art color. There are ways to do it, but the easiest way is not to do it at all. So again, Timmy's gonna be covered up covered up because of the trees in front of him. So you're not gonna see part of his face anyway. It's like this. Oh, I no longer have to color his cheek. Oh, I'm working the wrong layer. Anyway, laziness, let's go. Yeah. With this kind of stuff, hey Brooklyn, how are you? Like this animation at the back, you're not gonna see the lines, right? Because of the trees in front of it. And I sometimes feel like that the animation is wasted because you're not gonna see it, but it's there. But it's easier to animate it fully because then you can really see the character. It would be very weird if I animate only half the face of Timmy because I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna see it anyway. That would be really weird to animate. So from an animator's point of view, it's nicer to animate the entire character, but because you're not gonna see it in the final product, it does feel a bit wasted in a sense. But it's okay. I'm not gonna color the part you're not gonna see, except for the Christmas bowl. Let me create a new layer for that. Ornament. Put it here. Yep. Gonna turn this one off for a moment. There we go. Oh, are you guys playing Pokemon? I am playing Pokemon. Once again, it's always the same thing. But for some reason I'm so excited about the game. Well, I wasn't excited for a while. I played the game when I was younger and then I got tired of it and didn't play it for many years. And then I got it again. And then again I didn't play it for many years until Sun and Moon. I really like Sun and Moon because that was my the first time that I played a 3D. Well, the graphics were 3D Pokemon game. So for me, that was a new experience. And this one, of course, it's similar to Sun and Moon in my opinion. And I heard Sun and Moon is again very similar to its predecessor. But I didn't play that one. But I think it's cool that it's on the Switch. It's on a big screen. And you're able to play it on TV for the first time. That's quite something. Ooh. But, you know, it's Pokemon. It's the same as always. The core doesn't really change. At first I wanted to pick Rookie, so I have my friends playing. One of my friends always picks the fire starter. It doesn't matter what it looks like, she just picks fire. I guess it reduces the choices, right? And then my other friend really likes the color blue. So she doesn't always, but very often she picks, just like me, she stopped playing Pokemon for a long time. And then she picked it up with me at the same time again. So every one of us was playing Pokemon. We were the birthday party of my friends, and she does not play Pokemon, but Pokemon Sun and Moon just came out, and all her friends had their DSs and their Pokemon game with them. So it was literally a Pokemon party, even though she was not really involved in it, trying so hard. But everybody was trading Pokemons, playing it, talking about it, because it was, you know, the new thing. Yeah, so she picked Poplio in Sun and Moon. I picked Rowlet. And with this, I was like, oh yeah, maybe because the fire and the water Pokemon were picked by my other friends, because my friend again wanted to pick Sobble. I was thinking of getting Grookey, but I don't really like his evolution. But honestly, I don't fancy any of the evolutions for this one. I really liked Rowlet, And I thought I don't really like his second one, but I do like the third one. And I also thought the third stage of Poplio was really cool because it's very different. I think the bunny, Score Bunny it's called, right? Score Bunny is the cutest of this generation, but I picked Sobble because it's the final evolution is the one I'm planning on sticking with. And I thought his final evolution looked the most interesting, like the design, the body-wise. The silhouettes, I'm talking about silhouettes. The design in that sense was most interesting to me. Do this here. Skillshare line, can you go away? Thank you. Yeah, okay. And I think the second, oh, did I not color this? I did not color this. Fine. That's all right. I'm gonna color it in a minute. But I think all the second stages look a bit so-so, except for, well, yeah, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. But happy time for me. I finally got a game that has Pumpkaboo in it. And I like Pumpkaboo, but he was not in Sun and Moon. So now I have my Pumpkaboo. And it's huge. It's a huge pumpkin. I thought it was like a cute little Pokemon with this pumpkin body. But it's really giant. And it's even bigger when you do the Dynamax thing. Oh, it's a huge, huge pumpkin. It's like, wow. There we go. The rabbit this time round is decent. Yeah, I agree. The evolution of the rabbit, I like that one the most. But it's also the most... Yeah, I do like it the most. But I picked Sobble in the end. Let me see. The mask color, what's that? Oh, did you guys see? I don't know if you guys are on Twitter or where. Probably posted on different websites as well. You have these camping segments with your Pokemon, and the Pokemons are camping. And I've never seen my Pokemons get angry, but other people have recorded their Pokemons getting angry, and the bunny kicks other Pokemon. I'm like, wow, oh boy. But I'm training my Pikachu because my favorite Pokemon is Raichu. So I want to have a Raichu. But I looked up the movesets. I know in the old games Raichu learned new attacks. But I guess... I don't know, I have to check again. But the last time I checked it, it said that Raichu does not learn any new attacks. So I'm leveling up my Pikachu to have all the fancy attacks. And then I can evolve it into a Raichu. Yeah. And the Pumpkaboo, I want to keep it. I saw that you have to evolve Pumpkaboo if you trade it. I'm not going to trade it. I don't like the evolution. It looks not as round. Literally, it's not as round. It's become this long pumpkin. A long pumpkin. And I haven't really decided yet on the other one. So I have two. I want to keep Pumpkaboo in my team and a Raichu. And then of course I have my Sobble, but my Sobble kind of goes in and out of my team. I have I really like the Rookidee. That one is cute, also very round, also very blue. But then it evolved and it was still blue, but not as round. And I know when it evolves again, it's not gonna be round either. I've never seen a Pokemon reverse its shape. I like, he's very strong, but I don't know if I want to keep him in my team. It's a girl. My name's, my Pokemon is named Madonna. I don't know what it's called. The actual Pokemon name is. So yeah, I have an Eevee. I haven't evolved it yet. I would like a Leafeon, but I would have to check again how to evolve it. I know it evolved in Sun and Moon by going to a place that had a special stone, and the stone was like, yeah, you can evolve now, and then it evolved. It's a bit, yeah, I don't know, it's a bit different. I don't know, I haven't seen that stone yet. There are a lot of stones in the game, though. If you go to the wild area, there are a bunch of them. That's true, that's true. They really put an effort into keeping Pikachu in there. Also, I think, yeah, in Sun and Moon, I had a Pichu first, because you can get a Pichu quite early, I think. And then I wanted to evolve it, but the way to evolve your Pichu is to become very, very good friends with it. I'm like, one moment, please. How do you like my dog break? Well, I don't know. My dog is right now in teenage stage. She's a teen. She's like the middle Pokemon right now, and she's going bonkers sometimes. When she hears something, there are days that she barks at everything. There are days she's okay with things, but right now she barks. Usually at dogs, sometimes, but also usually at people. And sometimes she barks at cars. Sometimes she barks at the bus. Sometimes she just barks because there's a street. And yeah, sometimes she just she barks and she cannot stop. That's what I call it, singing. She sings a lot. But that's just part of being a teenager. You just really like your rock music. I did not, yeah, well, some teenagers like rock music, right? She's just rocking through it. What kind of dog do I have? I have, in Dutch it's called Keeshond, but I think in English they call it Pomeranian. But it's the same type of dog. And I know the breed has a tendency. I spoke to other people who also have this kind of dog, and you kind of have like a risk thing. Some of them bark a lot, some of them don't bark a lot, but they have a tendency to it. Yeah, so that's just how it is. She didn't bark before. When she was a puppy, she rarely barked, or not at all actually. And then she became a teenager, and then she found her voice. Oh my. Listen to my voice, it was. And then she only stops when you say like, oh, like, calm down. I did teach her the commando to stop, but it doesn't always work. You know how it goes. Teenagers are those rebelling against the rules. But of course it's normal for dogs to bark, but I want her to play with other dogs, like small dogs. My dog is very small. So big dogs are not afraid of her at all. She does bark at them, but they're not afraid because, you know, what's she gonna do? She's a puppy. So I want her to play with smaller dogs, but when she acts like that, the smaller dogs are afraid and they don't really want to play with her. And that's why I'm trying to teach her to stay calm. You know, if there's another dog, be nice. Don't bark in their face like crazy. They don't like it. They don't like it. And it's understandable, of course. They don't like it. They just want to play. But if my dog's acting up, then they're like, no, I'm out of here. And then she cannot play. Like with big dogs, she cannot play because they're too big. If they step on her, my dog gets squeezed. Squeezy squeeze. Whoop. But it's a teenager again, so I kind of hope she will calm down when she's a bit older. She's older, maybe 1. Well, I think 1 year she's still gonna be like this. Maybe when she's 2 years old, I kind of hope she will calm down a bit, because then the hormones are not racing through the body. Oh, she also is in heat. It's a female dog. She's in heat right now, and that also, of course, has a lot of influence on how she's feeling. And sometimes she's okay with things, and sometimes she does not like things at all, which is understandable, of course. Tiny body, lots of hormones. Boy. But actually it went okay. I'm gonna go into dog talk mode now. I was worried about when she goes to heat that she would attract a lot of other dogs, especially since there are a lot of big dogs in my neighborhood. That they would go crazy on her. But it was okay. You just have to be careful. Don't visit places that has a lot of loose dogs. And if there are loose dogs, just either avoid them if they're male, or be careful with them. It's because she's small, I can easily pick her up. Usually I don't pick her up when she barks at other dogs, but because of the heat thing, I wanted to be careful. And so far it went okay. Only one time I let her play with it. It was a very old dog and she didn't bark at him, so it's like, yeah, you can go play with him, you can sniff and hang out for a moment. But then the dog got up and he really liked her. So then I left. Let's see. Good. Imaginary tree, beautiful. Okay. Now we're gonna turn on these layers. There we go. Yo, good job, Timmy. Wait, where's my background? Here we go. Maybe I should have not colored the... Okay, I'm gonna change it. I'm not gonna be lazy for this one. I'm gonna change the color of the ornament. Yeah. Because it's red on red, it doesn't exactly pop out, does it? What color? I'm gonna make it blue? Blue. Yep, that's an easy fix. Let me turn off the tree again, so I can color it a bit easier. There we go. I don't know why I made it red. I thought, oh yeah, red, it's like a Christmassy color. I didn't think of the Timmy's redness. Okay, let's have another look at it. There we go. Timmy, good job. Let me think about my next move. I'm gonna start here. Alright, I'm gonna scoot this a bit. I'm gonna do some layer work. There we go. Okay, I can live with this. What program is this? This is TV Paint. TV Paint is a French developed software for 2D animation. Let me think. I don't know if you guys have seen Klaus. It's on Netflix right now. The feature film on the postman and the Santa Claus. I think not the entire movie is made in TV Paint, but some of the shots are animated in TV Paint, and then they did the compositing in a different software. But yeah, that's what they used it for. And I'm using TV Paint because that's what I got taught in school. That's the software we used with, and that's also the software I bought the license for. There are a lot of 2D programs. You can use Toon Boom. I think Adobe has a animation software. I have an Adobe membership, but I have not tried the animation software. It's new, or well, it's not. Maybe it's not new, but it's also not old. It's a thing. I've never opened it. I haven't even downloaded it because I have TV Paint and then I have to. It's just easier, I guess. But I know it's a thing. They don't. Flash is that still a thing? Is Flash still a thing? I don't know. Flash used to be a thing. I don't know if Flash is still a thing. Kind of the replacement of Flash, maybe? Yeah. But yeah, so Adobe also has a animation software program, which is just part of their bundle, I believe, if you have the entire bundle. So that might be interesting. Oh, you can also use Photoshop, but Photoshop, I've used it for animation, but for short animations, I personally think it's fine, but it's not the greatest software to animate in. And yeah, I wouldn't use Photoshop, but I know some people really animate fantastic things in Photoshop, but it's a bit of a hassle to animate in my opinion. Yeah, but it's an option. So many options. Oh, Toon Boom, cool. Yeah, Toon Boom, I believe, has a lot of different options, so you can do a lot of different animation styles within Toon Boom. I have never used Toon Boom because it's a bit expensive. TV Paint, yeah, it's expensive, but it's not as expensive as Toon Boom if you have a license. And there's also, which might be interesting if you guys are students, with TV Paint you can get a student license, which is, I believe, basically the same or very close to the professional license, and it's much cheaper. It's much cheaper if you buy the student's license. And let me think. Yeah, I think the only thing with the student license is that you're not officially allowed to use it for freelance work or for work in general. That's just it. But I think it's the same with Photoshop. With Photoshop student version, you are not allowed to make any money out of it, like if you use the program to do an assignment. So it's the same, I think. I thought the Toon Boom was a more organized version of Flash. Oh, that's cool. I used Flash a long time ago, but it wasn't my favorite. I really like frame for frame animation. I like to have that freedom to pull a line, and with old, I don't know, I think it changed over time. Flash did change, but the old Flash, then it was vector based. So you pull the line and then made a curve, and it was like, I don't want that curve to be there. I cannot remove that curve, and there were all kinds of dots that you had to move. It wasn't as free as hand-drawn animation as I would like it to be, but you could make games in Flash. You could make these little dress-up games with very basic Flash. The old days. Ever mess with Maya? Yes, I had Maya in school, but only a couple of classes. My Maya skills are not that great. Just isn't. I think with Maya in 2D animation, it's just a very different type of. It has, of course, it makes sense that it has differences, but the way you have to think about it. Again, it's with the freedom thing. I kind of felt it's not as free as pulling a line and then you can pull another one, and you have a full control on the move. Of course, you also have full control with the movement in 3D, but you have a model, and that model is there. The model will always be the same, unless, of course, you have like squash and stretch. There are always all kinds of ways to do it. But I never really specialized myself in it. I think it would be cool, but I would have to look at it again to figure it out. And Maya, my biggest problem with Maya is that there are a lot of ways to do one thing. There's not just one way. You can do the same thing with a lot of different assets and those kind of stuff. So it was a bit of a complicated program, in my opinion, to nail in a short time. And we only had a short time for it. So in my school, you had a period of stop motion. So I also did stop motion. You have 3D, you have 2D, you have cutout. So they try to cover all these animation techniques in a very short time, because you only had like 3 months, I think, to learn a new technique. Maya was too big, in my opinion, to learn in a short time. And then you kind of get pulled out of it because you have to do a different assignment in a different style. And then, yeah, it would have made a lot more sense, in my opinion, if they gave Maya 1 year. Like, all year you're going to do 3D. Might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I do think that's how you would learn the program, really learn the program. But yeah, that wasn't a thing. They just gave you a little bit of a taste of everything. That's how it went. And then you kind of get to pick what you want to do. And I picked 2D animation. Rig characters are fun to mess with, but I can't rig, and those pre-rigged cheaters are expensive. Yeah, you have there specializations within the animation process. So there are people that are specialized in rigging, or well, I wouldn't say specialized, but they know how to rig, and an animator doesn't necessarily know how to rig. So they hire people for that who know how to rig. So animation is quite a process. And you have to have a really good rig. You know, you can have a rig, but not all the rigs are good. You can get very wonky rigs as well. That's going to be very tricky to work with. Yeah. Let me see, I'm going to draw the tree. Maybe from this side. I want to do from the front. So you can have a front shot. Nah. I changed the background, but you're not gonna see it. Well, that's okay. There are only a couple of dots that I changed. Yes. Am I gonna draw ornaments in it? Maybe a couple? Maybe I won't. If I loop this, it's gonna be weird if it keeps hanging the same ornament on the same spot. If it's looped, then you can imagine, oh yeah, well the tree looks the same anyway, from different angles. So he might be covering the backside in the loop, right? Is anyone gonna bother? I hope they're not. Anyway, there we go. So erase that line. That's fine. All right. Hold this one, and then I'm gonna draw a new team. Oh. I'm gonna draw on a different layer. Yeah. I have to draw on a different layer because the other one is underneath the Christmas tree and you're not gonna see Timmy at all if I draw him on there. There we go. Yo. All right. Let me do a rough one of what I want with Timmy. So I kind of want him to come from the back side and fly in screen. Hello, Timmy. Are you working hard today? Christmas ball, or should I change it? I'm gonna make it a Christmas ball. Yeah. Yeah. Why should I think if I can just do another Christmas bow? Thank you for visiting, Brooklyn. Good luck at work, or just have fun with work. Or should I get good luck? I don't know. What do you say when people work? Oh, what's work? Good luck with work. I'll just say that. I'll stick to that one. I hope you have a good day. Oh, a bat. I could make it a bat. Here we go. Hey, what happened to my music? Did it finish? Yes, it did. And now it's back. Should I make it a bat? Let me see. Draw another line. Yeah. Do people see that's a bat? I'm just gonna keep it that way. It's a bat. Maybe it should have eyes? I'm gonna give it eyes. Oh, beautiful. Does it improve the design? I don't think it does. Oh boy. Oh boy, Timmy. Yep. I'm like, where should I put his wing? Huh. Since if it's here. Should I animate his wing on a separate layer? So many thoughts. Alright. So I'm drawing outside of the frame that I created, the white border, but I'm gonna remove it, erase it afterwards. Sometimes it's a bit easier to go beyond the lines. Just see what I'm actually doing. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to animate backwards. Fantastic. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like this. Move it up. Yep, that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go up with the wing. Did I? Oh yeah, I animated in the wrong layer. Well, not necessary, but potentially animated in the wrong layer. I'm a bit hesitating whether I should do it like this, because I have to remove, I'm pulling these lines right now, but I have to remove it anyway, because the wing is covering it. Or I can keep it and just, I could color it in different. Oh, animation thoughts, so many thoughts. It's supposed to be relaxing, that's not true. There are a lot of stuff to think about when animating. It's the same with drawing an illustration. Are you working on the right layer? The biggest question. Question that always returns. And when you're not, it's just crying. It goes up. Yep. Up, 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 up. Pull up. Well, it's already... Ooh, time goes fast. I cannot pull lines. It's so hard. It's not right. I'm gonna play it. Yeah, well, it's only 3 frames. Not the end of the world. All right. Ooh, I did not mention this. Earlier I was talking about the pins for Patreon and my web store, but right now I also have a Patreon giveaway sign up going. So if anyone wants to receive a Damien sticker and a Christmas card by yours truly, oh my, you can sign up in this month, November. November is not very long anymore, is it? Yeah, and then I'm gonna send the sticker and the card your way for Christmas. At first I was thinking of doing the pin giveaway, like let the first pin giveaway be in December, because I thought, oh yeah, it's Christmas, it's a great way to, you know, say thank you to my patrons, and the pin is pretty fancy in my opinion. But they weren't done in time. I hadn't, by the time I was going to announce the giveaway, the pins were not done yet because the production time is a bit longer. So I thought, you know what, maybe it's not gonna work out time-wise. And the stickers, I like stickers. I really, really like stickers. I always like stickers. I hope stickers like me too. But yeah, I also thought this is the only opportunity in the year to send Christmas cards. Do you guys still send Christmas cards? I do it when I don't forget about them. There are years that I do it, there are years that I don't do it. But with Patreons, I kind of think it's a great way to send them a card for the holiday. And also include the sticker. I thought it's just the card is a possibility. I don't know about this, Wayne. Just the card would be great, but adding the sticker, that would really do the finishing touch, I thought. So yeah. And the Patreons, I also asked the Patreons on, you know, what kind of merch do they like, and they really like stickers. So it kind of was working out for both sides. I like stickers. They like stickers. Let's make stickers. Yeah. So let me think. The pin giveaway. I'm gonna start giving away pins next year. So the first pin I'm gonna give to my Patreons. It's gonna be in spring. Yeah. I think it's gonna be, I'm roughly thinking. I'm thinking either spring or late winter. Kind of, right now I'm more thinking about early spring, or at the beginning of spring, but we'll see. Oh, and these pins are gonna be a set. So I designed the pins, and if you collect them all, then you have a wonderful collection that fits together. Go back here. And it also gives me the opportunity to work on the pins because I have them. Oh, I'm working on the wrong layer again. Wow, fantastic. Yeah, like this. Yeah, so I have the pins now, but they're not done yet. I still need to package them, prepare everything. And because I just did like a bulk order and ordered multiple designs, it's also a lot of work. I have to, all the pins are packaged individually. So it's a lot of pins to pack. And of course, again, the leftovers are going to be my web shop. And I also, I still have to do it. I don't know why. I have to make new pictures, I think, because the pictures on my web shop are not very clear. The lighting is not good, but again, my lighting in my place did not improve. So that's a bit of a thing. And I don't really have a proper a picture setup for the items. I'm not working in the... What's going on? Animation is like magic. No, I'm looking at my layers and I think what's this layer? What is this doing here? But I did create that layer. It's my own fault it's there. So I need to actually take new pictures from my web store just to have a better look at them. But my lighting didn't improve. It's very dark these days. I kind of need light white. I need white light to make the pictures, because with the yellow light it kind of gets yellow on the picture. And before I had to make use of natural light. Oh, that's an option. Do it outside. But it needs to be good weather. It's been raining week and out. Yeah. Pictures. But then I also have to take pictures of my pins. Ooh. I'm very lazy with taking pictures. I take a lot of pictures of my dog, but they're poor quality. Bad lighting. Very, very grainy pictures. Odd zoom-ins. But you know, those are the kind of the pictures on my phone. And with the pictures for the items, it makes more sense to use a camera. Oh, Timmy, you're so slow. That's all right. I'm gonna move this. Wait. I'm gonna speed this up. But I'm also gonna remove the bottom layers so that I can merge the layers and it will be a bit easier to edit. So for this file, I don't think anybody really bothers with it, but because this is it's not a quick animation, but it's an animation that is just for fun, free time animation. That's why I'm kind of a bit neglected with my layer rules, and I just I just go with the way that is easiest for me. So yeah, my work file is not the greatest for this one, for this animation, because it's just easier to do it that way. Oh, do I need to remove it? Yes, I do. But there we go. I'm gonna preserve the frame by copying it for later. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna merge these. I'm gonna... Bye, Chibi. You're all the way down there. Turn this one on. This. How far do I want him to go? It's really popping up there, right? There we go. Maybe slow it down a little bit. Maybe this looks better. I'll just go with this. It's really dark right now. I hope it's not gonna rain. Right. There we go. Now I can actually see. Well, I could see before, but I'm not surrounded by eternal darkness. Yep. There we go. Let's clean these lines up. Can't see the ornament at all. How do you like the bat ornament? You can't see it. Oh boy, the bat ornament disappeared. I copied that layer, but I didn't do it right. How? Why did this happen? I don't remember copying that one. Well, it's fine. I'll redraw it. It's no problem. No problem. It happens. Down. Okay. Okay. Hi, Blue Dragon. How are you today? Now Brooklyn never got to see the tiny bat with the tiny eyes. Oh boy. Scoot this over in a while. Let me finish the frame first. Okay, let's try this again. Draw the ears. There we go. In a sense, I like the decoration going on in the holiday season, but I'm also incredibly lazy to put it up. Sometimes I go to the stores and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a very cute ornament. But I'm not gonna start getting any. I still have very old ones, but I haven't touched them in years. So I'm kind of afraid to touch them because they're in the garage, and what else in the garage are a lot of bugs. I'm not necessarily afraid of bugs, but you know, it's just nasty. There's so many. There's so many in the garage. They're like entire families. I'm sure there are like multiple generations in the garage of spiders and other kinds of bugs and mice and everything. So I'm like, yeah, it's probably very dirty and dusty as well. But there were some really cute ones. I'm just too lazy to get it out. And I think even worse, with too lazy to put it up, it's too lazy to take it down. I think if I had like Christmas decorations in my house, then it would still be there. You know, if my birthday is in spring, and if my friends were to visit during my birthday, then the ornaments would still be there, probably. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. So it's just better that I just don't do it at all. I do display the Christmas cards, but you know, that's the easiest part. Just putting Christmas card up. In the past, I used to hang the Christmas cards, But that was also a time when Christmas cards were more popular, so you got a lot of them. So you could fill up an entire wall with Christmas cards. But yeah, these days, well, it's not really. I cannot fill up a wall anymore with cards. Usually people send them digitally, or just send a message. Here we go. Oh, and also have the dog, of course, the puppy. I think she would just destroy the ornaments. It would like hang up the fake greens with the lights. If it was to fall down or if it's too low, I think the dog would snatch it up and destroy it and think it's a toy. Yeah. That might be a bit dangerous for the puppy because she swallows and eats a lot of things that's not food. Pew. Okay. He can slowly put it down. Should I turn on Christmas music? I'm gonna turn on Christmas. Do I have a list? I did do a Christmas stream. Yes. Yes, I have it. I have no idea how to play it. Oh. That's not a Christmas song. This might be a Christmas song? I don't know. It's very soft. I think I did a Christmas stream maybe last year. Then I made a playlist. With YouTube, you always have to be careful what you play as music. So I make like playlists that are acceptable by music, not by music, by YouTube. Isn't that wonderful? Well, this one is actually quite sweet. The song, I mean. Yes. Do you guys know if there are any new or different video streaming websites similar to YouTube that are currently active? There used to be a one, I don't remember, but I tried one out, but it got, I want to say deleted. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's got deleted, but it became very popular. And they were no longer able to sustain that servers for the video streaming thing, so they had to shut it down. They did not have the finances to keep it up, and it tried to be very similar to YouTube, but but smaller with less rules. Of course, YouTube grew into a bigger company and it had a lot more rules. So. But yeah, that kind of website, but it's gone. So I'm just curious if you guys know if there are any of the new video websites that might be interesting to check out. Because in my mind, of course, I kind of want to continue with adding animations on YouTube, but if it's getting more and more difficult, then because the thing is with the kids thing, if it gets marked as a child video, then it's very difficult to find that video. And with such a small channel as mine, a lot of my views come from suggested videos, I think. I'm saying words. I don't know, but I think that makes more sense because I'm, you know, tiny. And it would be a pity if I make a video or I make an animation and it doesn't really reach their audience. It doesn't, you know, it might not always reach my subscribers because it doesn't notify them that I made a new video, and it doesn't reach out to new viewers. That would be a pity, you know, because animation is a lot of work to make, and it would be nice if it did reach the audience that it's intended for, so that they can enjoy it. But yeah, I also understand that if you start over again, it's also a bit tricky. I don't know. I'm saying words again. Okay, I'm just gonna put the ornament there. I'm laughing. It doesn't really look like a bad ornament, does it? It's very funky. But in case you missed it, I'm doing this screen in which there are 4 panels, or I want to make it into 4 panels, in which you can see the robins doing various activities around the house. So it's very small, the details, you're not really gonna see much of it because it's tiny. Tiny. I'm thinking of only keeping it to 2. So Timmy is decorating the tree, and I want it to loop, but it's weird if he keeps decorating the same spot over and over again. So I made him switch to a different perspective of the tree to decorate something, and I'm thinking maybe I can just keep it with 2 perspectives, not add another one. It might not even be necessary, to add a 3rd one, because it's such a short shot, the animation shot I'm talking about. It's literally only a couple of seconds long, so then I can continue with the next panel. That would be nice, right? That one is done. So yeah, I'm gonna see if that one works. With Damien, I did it very efficient. Here he is. So here we have Damien's shot. So he comes out of the box and then he starts digging inside the box of decorations and just popping things out. So you can only see his butt wiggling up there. Throwing things around, making a mess, and that's an easy loop to do. There we go. Oh, speaking of loops, it reminds me. I made animation classes for Skillshare. Skillshare reached out to me and was like, "Hey, do you guys? I'm only one person. Do you want to make animation classes for Skillshare?" I haven't heard of Skillshare before, so I was like, "Yeah, let me try it. We'll see how it goes." So I made 2 classes right now for them. Oh, I have to mail them back. That reminds me. That aside, I made 2 classes on animation, and one of them was about loops and how to animate them. And that loops can be very efficient for animation, depending on what you want to animate, of course. It's very silly looking bad. Yep. Line. So that's on Skillshare. Skillshare is not for free though. It does have a paid subscription service. That also is a video website, but that's not the kind of video website that I meant earlier. Because Skillshare is only meant for tutorials and learning new skills. Yes. So that's what I did. That's also why I didn't make any new videos for YouTube, because I was very busy with preparing the classes for Skillshare. But it's up now. It's very silly. You can see my dog in it. And it's a very silly way of teaching, but I do, like all the jokes aside, I do tell you guys about the professional field and how to make things work and why. And of course, just the animation part of how to animate. That's how I did it in the class. Surprisingly, surprisingly, there are people that watch my class. It's very, very silly the way I presented it. But yeah, I hope they were okay with it, having a silly teacher. My dog woke up. Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. I'm like, do you want to sit on my lap? But at the same time, I want to get up in a couple minutes, doggy. Wait, I'm gonna grab my dog. All right. Oh, doggy is licking my leg. Wonderful. My pants. Isn't that wonderful? She's lap dog size, so I put her on my lap. In the past, she didn't like being on laps, but now she likes it a lot. Would be nice if she didn't lick my pants, though. My dog also likes to lick socks. I don't know what you're gonna do with this animation, with this information, or yeah, but yeah, just leave it at that. Wings up. Are you on hold? Yes, you are. I don't know why she's licking my pants. There's nothing on it. I didn't spill any food on it or anything. Maybe she's trying to lick her paw, but misses, and then she licks my leg. I don't know. Okay. I need to move this frame. Yep. There we go. Move this one. Yep. All right, there we go. I don't know why I put this song on my Christmas list, but here it is. have some classical music. Thinking about the wing position. Boop. Yep. Look at this. Just scooch it like this. Yep. Anyway, I'm thinking of ending the screen. I'm saying words again. I don't know how to speak. I'm going to end this stream in a couple minutes because I'm getting hungry and I want to eat. Oh boy! But I want to finish this frame first. Finish the lines. There we go. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing streams more often, but I don't know how often. I'm not going to do it daily. I don't know if I'm even going to do it weekly, but more often than before. And that's really easy because I rarely stream. Because it's just easier than doing videos. But I do know that, you know, videos are... Doggy. Wow. The videos are, of course, easier to watch. I think live streams, I do watch live streams back, but I understand that not everybody likes that. Also, live streams are a bit random compared to videos, since there's a bit more structure in videos. But I'm just trying to find a way to make this work. To not have this radio silence for too long, but also make it... I'm too hungry to think. Make it a bit more doable for me as well. If I can just do... Yep. If I'm not doing videos, then you guys have streams. And of course you guys are free to hang out with me during the streams if you want to. I'm animating at the same time, so... Ooh, my brain. Move. Yep. Yeah. Let me go here. Yep. Yeah, so I'm thinking about stream more often, but I'm not sure whether I want to do it on YouTube or on Twitch or a different streaming website. For now, I'm thinking of YouTube because it's easier. YouTube automatically uploads this video, I think, afterwards. So people get notified that there's a new video up. So I don't have to do anything. I don't have to upload anything. I don't have to... Hello, it's me. I'm lazy. I don't have to do anything to notify my YouTube subscribers if they want to see an animation stream or anything, or just a live stream in general. Timmy, what happened to your mouth? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Because I'm going to be close in this one. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking YouTube. But again, YouTube is making changes next year with, you know, and if I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm just going to see what's going to happen because of the new rules. You might have heard of it, that are for animation channels, but also for toy channels or anything that they might think is appealing to children, even though the channel doesn't necessarily have to be aimed at children. For example, my channel is not aimed at children per se. So I don't know if it gets, if my channel is going to be affected by that. So far, it hasn't really. Only one video has been affected by it. But I don't know if how the system is going to work in the future. And if they do think my channel is aimed for kids, then I'm going to lose the option to live stream. Because they remove certain features of your channel if that happens. So I don't know if I can live stream on YouTube in the future. So that's something I'm like, I'm cracking my brain about. I don't know why. And then I'm like, maybe I should just move to Twitch instead. But most of my viewers, or most of the followers that watch my content are on YouTube and not on Twitch. So it's like, it's tough. I don't know. I'm thinking about it way too much. I'm gonna see how it goes. I will stream when I feel like it and when I have the time to do so. And it's just gonna be how it is. You know what my channel is like. My channel is kind of on and off there. I try to be very active, but yeah, it's difficult to keep it up if it's... I don't want it to be too time consuming because I do it for fun. And at the same time, I don't want to leave you in the dark and not know whether my channel is still alive or not. Of course, you can stay up to date. I do update my Twitter. I sometimes, not very often, update my Instagram. That way you can stay up to date with what's going on and whether, what's the dealio in general. I am updating Patreon a lot because, that's my main focus for online activity. So that one always gets updated weekly. You have the Go Robin's webcomic, you have the giveaways, you have new artwork, all kinds of stuff, and of course the general updates. So that one is the most active place for me. And then what other ways to... and then of course you have YouTube, but YouTube is kind of on-off for me, whether I'm active on it or not. I finally figured out that you can update, can post updates on YouTube. That took me a while to figure out, right? But I don't know if I'm going to use it very often. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. YouTube is a big, what's going to happen for me right now. And I think for a lot of channels. But I think the advantage of my channel is that it's never really appealed to children, even though it is animation, and even though it's not particularly like super adult content or anything. It's all ages, but not all ages watch it. Ooh, yeah. That's what's kind of the case with my channel. Pull this one more frame. It's always like I want to quit, and then I just keep going. There we go. One more. Yeah, I just want him to go like bounce back. Whoa. That's the wrong brush. I'm gonna try if I remember to do the updates on YouTube. Like I'm gonna write, I'm going to stream soon, maybe, possibly, who knows. If I remember to post that, and that way you guys can anticipate when the stream is gonna be, because I don't really want to schedule myself like I'm gonna stream every Sunday, I'm gonna stream every Monday. I know that's for streaming, I want to say nicer, but just have a schedule that people know when to, people who are interested in the stream know when there's gonna be a stream, but I don't want to be that committed yet. I'm not ready for that commitment. I don't know what I'm going to do on Sunday, for example. Sometimes I have time, sometimes I don't have time. And it's a thingy. Sometimes I got, work to do or something. Something else. Hang out with friends. Birthday parties. Just party on my own. Yeah. So I'm going to try to update you guys through Twitter. and maybe YouTube. And of course, I'll also post it on Patreon when I'm streaming. But it's gonna be on random days, random times, you know, because my channel is random. Oh, okay, this is gonna be my final frame of the day, and then I'm gonna eat. There we go. Gonna scooch this one. There we go. Bye, Timmy. You go back to where you came from. The darkness inside. Okay. Gonna erase those lines. And then I'm really done for today. And continue again tomorrow. There we go. I also think that, now I'm thinking about it, but what if I streamed multiple days in a week? I think my YouTube channel is going to be bombarded with those stream videos. I don't know if people would like that. But then again, it's a random channel, so yeah. I think too much, and it's time to eat. That's the conclusion. Alright, you guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again in the next stream or video or whatever it is I do. And have a great Sunday, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and my silliness. Oh, should I play Timmy? I'm gonna play Timmy. Timmy says bye. Alright guys, till next time, bye!